What's going on, guys? I'm Mighty back again with the weekly Rust Skins videos, and today we have a pretty interesting looking store. The top sellers has the Commando Metal Gear, the Neon Hazy Locker with a continuation, and we'll say the Abyss Metal Door, even though it's at number 4, just because we've got the Commando Gear both at number 1 and 2, 3. So, alright. Let's get started with the clothing and armor. We have the Commando face mask and the Commando chest plate, both metal chest plate and metal face mask, and basically these are just like the cheaper version of Blackout, so I really don't see how you could go wrong. And they are actually quite a high detail with a different texture and different material. Overall, I think they're actually a really well made skin. However, they are both $6.15 each, so way above center store price. And quite an expensive starting point, unfortunately. In the screenshots, they're paired up with the Legacy clothing and the Legacy kilt, so they do look quite good with other gear, as you can see. Not that you'll be looking at it, but as I can see at least. So $6.15 is what they're going for. Pretty much that is the elephant in the room. That's the price, and it is a little bit too expensive in my opinion. If you want to buy these skins, I'd recommend getting them off the community market with the buy order. I wouldn't be surprised if they did continue, but I do think the set is going to be initially expensive even when it continues. So if we do get clothing for this, I do think it's going to be above center store price. I think it's pretty likely. But yeah, overall really nice looking skins, but they're just very expensive for whatever reason. So not going to recommend investing in them off of the Rust store, but I will recommend getting them off of the community market with the buy order. Just to maximize your potential profits, because they're actually a pretty nice set, and I wouldn't be surprised if they had a bit of demand once they left the Rust store and went to the community market, and they're also a little bit cheaper than the Blackout. Alright, so that is it for the clothing and armor. We'll move over to the weapons. That was a quick one, and we have the Cold Hunter Pipey made by MDE, of course. This one is a continuation of the Cold Hunter set, which was quite successful back in the day. However, the last Cold Hunter item was the custom, I'm pretty sure, and that didn't perform above center store price. I think it's down around like 25%. So the Cold Hunter Pipey, $3.05. There is not that many Pipey skins that are like below $3. It's like maybe 10 or something like that. So overall, I think demand for good looking Pipey skins actually is there, even though you don't use the Pipeys for very long in Rust, if at all. But I also do think like $3.05, all weapon skins are up these days. I think if you buy this off of the Rust store, you're not really going to be losing money, but I also don't really think you're going to be making money either. I think it's going to be sitting around that $3 mark once it leaves the Rust store and goes to the community market. So if you pick it up as a play skin, I don't really think you'll be losing money, but as an investment, I don't really think you'll be making money either. So I'm not really going to recommend investing in it. You try and get it for cheaper off the community market. I will say though, I think MDE is the king of iron sights, and I think the Pipey is actually the weakest gun iron sight skin that MDE has ever made, simply because the Pipey's front iron sight is white instead of the usual like red or just some OP thing that MDE seems to always manage to do. But MDE, nice skin, not super keen on the front ADS. And everyone else, if you want to cop the Cold Hunter Pipey, I don't think you'll be losing money, but I do think it'll just be like a play skin. And you won't really be making that much money. Alright, moving over to the Pirate MP5, going for $3.05. So the only successful Pirate weapon skin was the Thompson, and I think that's up maybe like 40% or something like that. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but overall, the Pirate MP5, it looks okay, but at the end of the day, just the raggediness, I know it's meant to be a pirate skin, whatever, but the raggediness and like the green, I just think if this skin was clean, it would look so much better. But of course it isn't. It is what it is, but I also do think that's going to lessen the demand for it. We do have a nice front red iron sight, so it does have a nice ADS. However, I just don't think the Pirate MP5 is really going to have demand once it leaves the Rust store and goes to the community market. It is center store price at $3.05, but overall I'm not going to recommend in the MP5 off of the Rust store for this week. moving over to the final weapon skin of the week, we have the Royal Safari SAR going for $3.85. So this one is slightly above center store price, which is interesting, but the Royal Safari AK that we recently had was like $5 or something, so it was well above center store price, whereas this one is only just a little bit above center store price, so Face Punch is clearly learning. The AK didn't perform well. Wow, what a shocker. I don't remember exactly how much it's going for. I'll quickly check SCMM, but I think it is going, yeah, it's going for $2.42. I mean, surely that's a little bit lower than what it's actually going for, but if it's going for $2.42, that's pretty bad. I do think the SAR will perform better than the AK. Of course, there are so many AK skins in the game already. People already froth the AK skins. And of course, there is also a lot of SAR skins, and there's a lot of nice SAR skins, but they don't really seem to have the same kind of stigma around them where you just stick with the one AK skin, you stick with the one SAR skin. You can kind of mix your SAR skins up a little bit, unless of course you're using like Glory SAR or something like that, where you just really want to use, or Imp SAR, where you just really want to use the pay-to-win SAR skin. So overall, I actually think, yeah, the Royal Safari SAR will perform better than the AK. Will it go up above center store price for $3.85? I think it'll probably sit around this store price. So I think it'll probably go to like $4 or something like that. It's actually a sick-looking SAR skin in my opinion. Its front ADS is a little bit not really appropriate. It is a gold front ADS, so it looks nice with the rest of the gun, but even in the screenshot that's shown on the Rust.com store, you can barely even see the front ADS. It's like blending in with the background grass, and I don't froth that. It doesn't look very practical, but the Royal Safari SAR looks sick, and I'm sure it'll look really good in game as well. So that's the kind of tiger stripe that we want. We don't want that MP5 skin that we got a few weeks back where it was like massive tiger stripe print, in my opinion. I think this tiger stripe looks a lot better. And overall, it is a nice black and gold SAR skin, $3.85. So I'm not going to recommend investing in the Rust.com store. If you do, then it's pretty much going to be a play skin like the Piper. You're not really going to be making money off of it, but I don't think you're going to be losing money off of it either. So nice play skin, but its front ADS is not ideal. Alright, so that's it for the clothing, weapons, and now we'll move over to the deployables, and we have the Abyss Metal Double Door starting, and that is starting at $4.60 initial store price. That is above the center store price and is also a glowing deployable, but still above center store price for glowing deployables as well, a continuation of the Abyss set. And the only Abyss stuff that hasn't really performed that well are the single sheet metal door and the garage door, which they're only down like 8%. But I do think that it's an indicator that the Abyss Metal Double Door won't perform very well either. There is 9 double door skins that are below this price on the Rust.com store, so double door skins are they perform pretty well usually, but this is starting at $4.60, so it definitely isn't ideal. I actually think this is going to be another one of those skins, so this is an interesting Rust.com store because I think this is another one of those skins that you're not really going to lose money off of if you buy. I think it's going to sit around $5, but I don't really think you're going to be making money off of it because you have to keep in mind the Steam tax as well. So overall, I'm not going to recommend investing in the Abyss Metal Double Door off of the Rust.com store. You could try and get it off the community market if you wanted for a buy order, but yeah, I just don't really think the Abyss Metal Double Door is going to be making you money. But I think it's an awesome skin, and I think it'll be a cool play skin for people that want to buy it and use it in Rust, and I don't really think you're going to be losing money if you ever do want to sell it, so just keep that in mind. Alright, moving over to the my first base wooden door, going for $3.95, and this is a glowing deployable wooden door skin, and it has like children's drawing on it. I feel like we have too many wooden door skins that have this theme these days, and I don't really think this is going to have demand. Don't really have too much to say about this one. Look, it was a cool idea the first time it got made. It was funny the second time it got made, but at this point, they're pretty much all becoming the same thing. We've got a, hey, I'm friendly, or don't raid my base, or blah, blah, blah. Look, overall, I'm not going to recommend investing in the My First Base wooden door, $3.85 as well. You have wooden doors for 0.023 seconds. I don't think wooden doors are really that good to be investing in, especially when they're above center store price at $3.85. Even though it's a glowing deployable, still not worth it in my opinion. You've already got some cutout wooden door skins. You get free wooden door skins occasionally off the Twitch drops. Overall, I just don't think this is it. It is a cool design with the children's drawing on each side, but I'm not going to recommend investing in the My First base wooden door off of the Rust Item store, and I don't think you're going to be making any money off of it. Alright, moving over to the Neon Hazmat Locker. Going for $3.95, and this is a continuation of Duck's new Neon Locker set. So we just had the full kit set, and the full kit writing looked a little bit too close together. It was a bit hard to read, but this one does look a bit better simply because Hazmat is one word rather than two like the full kit. So this is a locker skin for Hazzy kits. I don't know how much you're going to be having two different locker combos, one specifically for Hazmats and one for full kits, but the option is now there. The full kit locker performed well, so it's currently going for like almost $8, $7.50. So that does say that the locker skins do have a bit of demand, even though we get some free ones occasionally on the Twitch events. I do think that the Neon Hazzy Locker won't perform as well as the full kits. However, I do still think it will perform well, and it also looks quite nice getting paired up next to the full kits locker. So overall, I will recommend investing in it. You could also try and get it for a little bit cheaper off the community market with a buy order. However, the full kits performed quite well on day one, so it'll likely perform quite well on day one as well. I don't think it's going to perform as well as the full kits, and I do think the full kits has probably had a little boost because of this continuation, but I do still think the Neon Hazmat Locker can make you some money. Alright, moving over to the Neon Wire Door, going for $3.85. Overall, this is a glowing deployable. It looks pretty cool at night when it glows. However, we have a lot of cool glowing deployable sheet metal door skins these days. We also do have our window door skins that you can see through and can't shoot through. Mad Polly, good skin creator. The skin does look good. I'm sure it's going to look pretty awesome in the day with the light reflection going over the top of it. However, I still don't think you're really going to have demand for the Neon Wire Door once it leaves the Rust Item store and goes to the community market, and so I don't think it's really going to go above the $3.95 mark. Overall, I'm not going to recommend investing the Neon Wire Door off the Rust Item store for this week. I do honestly think it's one of those skins that will kind of just blend in with all the other skins, and isn't really going to stand out like, oh wow, damn, look, that's the Pokemon Garage Door, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to recommend investing in that one. Moving over to the Pirate Furnace, going for $2.30. And look, the Pirate Furnace, why are we getting two Pirate skins in 1 week? The Pirate Deployables, I thought actually performed well, but in fact, all of the Pirate Deployables are down. So the Pirate Box is down, the Pirate Garage Door is down, and the Pirate Sheet Metal Door is down, which means it's likely that the Pirate Furnace is going to perform poorly as well. However, are we getting debated with that screenshot? We actually might be getting debated with the screenshot. I'll turn the light on, the furnace on, and we'll see if the furnace does have a blue flame. If the furnace doesn't have a blue flame, we're getting debated and it's just an orange flame. I don't think you can actually change it, so I do think we are getting a little tricked there with the screenshots in the Rust Item store, but $2.30 is what it's going for. Not a bad price for furnace skins. We do already have so many awesome furnace skins. I know a lot of people that like the pirate skins will froth this skin, but I don't really think it's going to have much demand besides that. So just keep that in mind. Captain Lux is going to froth this skin, but the rest of the Rust community mightn't be as interested. It is only a cheap skin though, so that is a good thing, but I don't really think you're going to be making money off of it on the Rust Item store unless it does have that blue flame, which I don't think it will. Alright, moving over to the Rainjoy large wooden box. Don't have too much to say about this one for this week. Going for $2.30. It is just a standard box skin, no glow. It's a colorful one, but we have so many colorful large wooden boxes, even in this style, but actually glow in the dark. And I just think these days, unless it's a super standout skin, then you probably don't really want to be buying non-glowing deployables, at least in my opinion. So overall, I'm not going to recommend investing in the Rainjoy large wooden box off of the Rust Item store, and I don't think it's really going to perform well, even though it's going for $2.30. Already looked at the Royal Safari SAR, and we have the final skin of the week, the Smoldering Barricade, going for $3.05. This isn't a continuation, I'm tripping. This is a glowing deployable. And it's a continuation of bloody Barricade skins though, so I don't know what the go is with that. We had a Barricade skin either last week or the week before, And did the barricades get buffed or something? Let me know in the comments below if they did. But I don't know why all of a sudden we're getting barricade skins accepted in the store. So let me just quickly check SCMM to see what we are looking at here with the barricade skins. We have 6 cheaper concrete barricades on the Rust-On store, one of them being the cargo heli barricade, which we got last week, going for $2.22. So that does show you that there is no demand for barricade skins. What a mind-blowing surprise. Don't know why we're getting barricade skins accepted in the game. However, I don't have a barricade skin, so there's a possibility I might still buy it. Overall, I don't think it's going to make any profit. Did the cargo heli barricade glow or not? Let me check the Rust-On store. There's only one screenshot. Excellent work, skin creator. Yeah, look, overall, this might be the only glowing barricade skin. However, I still don't think there's going to be demand for it. I do think, though, it will perform better than the other barricade skins. Not going to recommend investing in it off the Rust-On store, but I will recommend trying to get it off the community market with a buy order if you want to just see if you can make money off of it. That is going to do it for this week's Rust-On store. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and remember, have a skits one.